last, you scallywag. Come along and take a look at me latest progress on me pirate home theater. Alright guys, well welcome to vlog number 5 of me building my pirate-themed home theater. Let's go ahead and take a look around. I've got quite a bit done since the last vlog, so let's take a quick tour. Of course, I'm in the captain's cabin, or captain's quarters, at the moment. Not really much has changed in here. Still got lots to do. Still got lots of tools and things in here. Got to get those shelves and cabinet doors installed. And a few other details. But let's go ahead. Perhaps the big thing is the main theater room, which I've got quite a bit of work done on this. So let's take a look. Most recently, I got all of the carpet installed and the riser finished. The riser has been detailed out for the most part. I got all the trim installed and the carpet on there. A bit hard to see on the video because it's a dark brown color. May see if we can shed a little more light on it here in just a moment. Of course, you can see my speaker bays on the side with the speakers installed. This is an Axiom speaker system. I believe they sell it as their Grand Epic Master Package 175, I think they call it. The surrounds that you see, I've got a total of 6 surrounds, 3 per side. Those are the QS8s. Also up front on the left and right, I believe those are the M22s, left and right speakers, and I believe it's a VP100, which is the center channel speaker you can see below the television there. The television itself we've had for some time. That's a Samsung LED DLP television, 67-inch. I don't recall the exact model number, but it's been very good to us, and very good television, I think. Rear projection TV. Some people may consider that a bit small for a theater this size, and one of these days we may very well upgrade to a front projection screen. I would have to do some modifications around the front here and whatnot, but that's a possibility I'll consider in the future. Still have an opening on this side over here. Eventually I'll build a door and put that there. We'll just use that for storage and whatnot. I don't plan for that to stay open, but I simply haven't got around to that yet. As far as other equipment goes, let's go ahead and step over here and take a quick look. It's housed in my window here. That's a custom-built door I made there with plexiglass that's been frosted over just for the look I wanted in this particular area, but still wanted to allow infrared signals to go through. An IR repeater is something I have considered and may still upgrade to in the future, but for right now we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Use the equipment I have, put them in here, and that equipment can still be accessed via a regular infrared remote. So let's open up our cabinet door here. Up on top I've got my PlayStation 3, which I've had for a few years now. That's also been very good to me. It's still my primary Blu-ray player. I do have some other players around the house. I have a Samsung player downstairs and a Magnavox player. But I've still been using this PlayStation 3 because it's always done real well. So I've just hung on to it and used it with our primary system. Cable box there. We're on Comcast cable here in West Tennessee. And the receiver down below, that's a Pioneer VSX 1020. It's a 7.1 receiver. I was a bit disappointed because I got some additional speakers for surrounds here. As I pointed out, we have a total of 6 surrounds, because I was hoping to run essentially a 9.1 system with, of course, center, left, right, and adding left and right wide, then the left and right surround speakers, and then left and right rear surrounds. My receiver has it has outputs for a second zone, and I had thought from glancing at the manual that I would be able to use it as a 9.1 by simply opting out of using the second zone and actually dedicating those to the left and right wides. Unfortunately, I discovered it truly is a 7.1 receiver. It will only push 7 channels at a time. And in fact, if you wanted to use that second zone for any reason, you would actually have to downgrade to a 5.1 system. So you can only do 7 channels at a time. So a 9.1 receiver is something I probably will be interested in upgrading to in the future, but it's not a big priority right at the moment. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the other things we have. A few decorations there. And we do have theater seats we've brought in, and these are theater seats we've had for some time. Let's see if I can get a little more light over here. Had those theater seats for a while. They're not really designed to go in this theater, to be honest. They're designed to be a row of 4 seats in total, which is supposed to arch. I've gone ahead and taken them apart for now to put them in here. We're already looking into upgrading to 2 rows of 3, which should fit. You can see some additional space along the riser there. So we will upgrade theater seats at some point in the future, although it'll probably be a few weeks before we get around to doing that. In the meantime, I've stuck a barrel there, which you can set a drink on or even prop your arm up on, I suppose. We've picked up a few barrels. We recently took a trip to Michigan, to some of the antique stores there, and actually found some barrels. Our bar area right back here, with lots of junk on it, a lot of tools at the moment. And another purchase that we'll need to make soon is to get some stools. I'm planning to get 3 stools to have in this area, which is also carpeted right back here. So you can come in here with your drinks or your food even, and sit down at the bar area and still be able to watch television or watch a movie. As we look along the sides here, I still haven't built this up yet. In fact, as we come up and over, you can see some handles I've bought and installed, essentially to use as cleats. I'm going to attach rope to that, which will be strung up to a higher point on the ceiling. Do some pulleys, so to speak, that I'll make from some crafts from Hobby Lobby and things like that. They're not going to be real pulleys because that would be a bit too expensive. But we'll do some makeshift pulleys for decoration purposes and get that installed. Once that rope gets installed, as I mentioned before in one of the previous vlogs, this will be built up a bit more, so it will not only hide the rope light, which if I come over you should be able to see there with the camera. It will hide that rope light a little more and definitely hide these handles, so it'll come up to a point that you won't be able to see those handles. And then the rope will just appear to come from over the side and extend up to the ceiling there. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog. Even though I've come a long way, the theater's up and running, and I'm very happy about that. There's still a lot to do with decorations and trim and just some additional things of that nature. Getting some of these shelves installed for my DVDs and Blu-rays, and getting those cabinet doors put in them. And in any case, I will see you guys sometime in the future. I will do another vlog when I get a little more done, no doubt. But until then, this is Commander Dan signing off and telling you to keep a weather eye on the distant horizon.